Family-owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today. First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information.
First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Good morning and welcome to this Monday edition of First Local Mornings. You're here with Craig and Heidi. I just crushed what was left of my coffee.
She did, literally crushed it and threw it off the set. Next.
On a wing and a prayer.
Well, today is a big day if you're going across the river because the International Bridge is finally open.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got details on that.
I do have some details on that, you know, and it's not just about essential travel anymore. You can just pop over if that's what you want to do. You know, and this is the first time this has been possible in like, what, 20 months? So kind of a big deal. I know that there's still some discussion about the testing requirements on the way back,
They
right?
dropped that, apparently. They're still making up their minds on that, but as of right now, you still have to get tested on the way back.
And
right?
it's at your expense, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, you know, and there is the article that I was perusing this morning is suggesting that concerns are that because the testing when you return is expensive, that this may still hamper and dampen people's enthusiasm to, you know, go across the border. And, you know, I mean, Sault Ste. Marie certainly, I mean, this is where we are, but I mean, border communities all across the country are having these concerns because so many businesses are dependent on that cross-border
That's
shopping.
right. So I think they're going to make a decision today.
Yeah.
That if they're going to go ahead with the testing or not on the way back. So there's still good news there.
Yeah, well, you know, and of course we will be watching this carefully, but as of today, if you want to go across the river, you go across the river. I've got family over there. I haven't seen my Aunt Nancy in forever, so yeah.
Did you have a good weekend?
It was uneventful. You know,
Mine too. I raked.
What's that?
I raked and raked and raked. And just a little warning, if you haven't raked yet, you may want to do it over the next 3 days.
Is it going to be nice?
It's going to be nice. Today's going to be beautiful to get out there and rake. But there is a huge storm brewing for later on this week. Do you remember Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yes.
The storm?
Yes.
Okay, well, this storm has almost the exact same path and the exact same
Are you
stuff.
serious?
I'm not kidding. It's going to be super, super windy. At least right now, that's the track. And it's going to go right up the middle of Lake Superior. We're still watching that, but I will have more details on a pending big storm this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but in the song they talk about, what is it, the gales of November came early.
Came early, yeah.
This is not early.
Well, I mean, we're not halfway through the month yet.
All right. I don't know the exact date of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
I believe it was November 10th, 1975.
Oh.
I was 12 years old.
Okay.
Anyway, you're going to get the new news. I'm going to get over here and do weather.
Okay. Yeah, so we've already talked about, you know, the border opening, so we will continue to monitor that situation. And, you know, when the decision comes down, Craig has suggested it's coming today. We will certainly pop that up on the website at SiouxOnline.com, so pay attention. Okay, so Dan has been doing some extensive coverage with regards to how multiple communities are approaching and managing situations with regards to people suffering from addiction and mental health challenges, as well as homelessness. We do now have part 3 posted to the website, and Dan has come into possession of some documents that suggest that, you know, while the city is managing multiple priorities, in this moment it doesn't seem that the opioid crisis is high on the list. It's what is suggested by what Dan has posted. So he has a document specifically dated January 24th, 2020, an updated presentation which the city did put forward to the province of Ontario. And it lists the city's priority, asks for funding from the province, and yes, it provides insight into the priorities of the city during that snapshot. Now, we have been hearing about this issue ever since W5 aired the coverage of our city, Steeltown Down. And basically what's happening is The statement in part reads, the city's initial outreach regarding a level 3 withdrawal facility occurred on March 15, 2017, when Mayor Provenzano sent a letter to the Government of Ontario requesting support for Sault Area Hospital's proposal. There is no single issue that the city has collectively spent more time discussing, lobbied more aggressively for support, and made an effort to address than the opioid epidemic. Yeah, I mean, it's a very in-depth article. It's difficult for me to summarize it because there are so many different opinions and so many different points that need to be made and considered. And I am not here to suggest that, you know, managing a city is an easy thing, and I think it's difficult to balance priorities, and there are always going to be opinions. So again, part 3 in this series, and Dan, as always, does a great job of presenting facts. And you can go to SiouxOnline.com, you can read the article, you can decide for yourself whether or not the city is focused on addressing the opioid epidemic and what their efforts have been thus far. All right, I think enough. We're going to hop over to Craig now to get some information on today's weather.
Well, today is going to be a beautiful day, Heidi. Temperatures around 14 degrees today with a southerly flow and a mix of sun and cloud. Enjoy it because, like I said, we do have a change coming for later on this week. We take a look at the radar. We just see some high clouds coming in. Nothing to worry about there. We're not going to see any showers from those clouds today. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast for today, and this is what we look like. A mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures right now around 7 degrees. This afternoon, a mix of sun and cloud, 14 degrees with a southerly flow, and 7 degrees for your evening, so a pretty nice looking evening. A little cloudy though. And only dropping down to +2 for the overnight. We do have another mild day for tomorrow, despite a cold front coming through tonight. And we have another mild day also for Wednesday. And then things start to go downhill on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That we could end up with substantial snow by next Sunday. I'll give you more about that coming up at the end of the show. Right now, we're going to send it right back to Heidi.
Yeah, well, we knew it couldn't last forever, right? So here comes the snow. All right. Yesterday morning at about 2:30 a.m., Sault Fire Services did respond to a 911 call reporting a fire in the central area of the city. Upon arrival at a multi-story building in the 100 block of Chapel Avenue, firefighters found flames in a second-floor apartment. The fire was contained to one room of the dwelling. Firefighters remained on the scene for roughly just over an hour, checking for any extension of the fire and ventilating the building. In this moment, we do not have any further information with regards to cause or estimates of damages. So we will continue to follow the situation, and if more information becomes available, we will surely bring that to you. Now, we have been bringing you information with regards to the recovery of police officer Ryan Benderman, and he was celebrated this weekend. Appreciation, applause, and accolades were bestowed upon him before a season opener at the Rankin Arena. Dan has posted this to the website along with some very moving picture. Local dignitaries joined the Benderman family on the ice ahead of the game for Ryan to be recognized by the college for his efforts as a player, while also referencing the line of duty incident which placed Ryan, of course, on a long road to recovery. Sault College did play a montage of audio clips of times when Ryan was the best player on the ice by far, concluding with the clip of when they won the league championship. So Sault College manager of Athletics and Recreation, Paul Orazzetti, then surprised Ryan by informing him that the crowd gathered, or informing him and the crowd that had gathered that they would be retiring his number 8, and that no other Cougar would be wearing that number again. And Benderman did say after the ceremony to Sault Online, "I was speechless. I didn't expect that at all. And when he was asked about the community response after the shooting, he couldn't say enough. And he did say, it means a lot. This whole process, this 6.5 weeks, the amount of support not only from my family, but the public, coworkers, and my friends, it's been a lot. It's really helped me through the recovery process. You know, he actually does credit always being a mentally tough person for being able to get through the injury that he has suffered. He told us it was a vascular injury and could take up to 2 years to be fully healed. So the Sault College Cougars then were meant to take on Trinity University in the first game of the year. However, Trinity canceled last night. This left the Sault College alumni who were intending on coming to watch the ceremony subbed in so that there could still be a game. So, you know, I like to be able to bring you good news as well. So there you go. Yes. Now, commercial, really? Oh, okay. We're going to go to a commercial then. You know, we're going to hear from our sponsors, Benderman, the United Way, the Chamber of Commerce, you know, encouraging everybody to, you know, love local, shop local, live local. So go fill your cup and come on back. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
First Local, supported by the Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre, where adventure takes off. First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
When I found out I had cancer, it was the hardest day of my life. But life is bigger than cancer.
First Local, supported by United Way. Help make your community a better place. Show your local love and donate today. Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. It is Monday, November the 8th. I'm not sure if I hit that earlier, but there it is now. It's Monday. It's the Mondayest Monday that ever Mondayed. And we're going to hop over to Craig. No, we're not going to hop over to Craig. I'm going to continue to talk to you about how much time do I have? I thought you said we were going straight to Craig. That's what we just... Oh. Okay. You know what? There are some changes coming to the Hub Trail. And Sue Online, actually, we learned that in a decision that seems to have already been made, but hasn't yet been approved at the council level. The Hub Trail is going to experience these changes that I've referenced as a result of the new bus terminal. So in January, Dan wrote an article posing an open question to the city: is it still safe to ask hundreds of people who use the Hub Trail every day to have to negotiate not only daily traffic, but also increased bus traffic? And apparently the answer is no. So we have sources from within the city, and they confirmed that the Hub Trail will no longer be going through the Canal District. The new proposed path, and this is what the question was kind of touching on, the new proposed path, which already has drawings and a couple $100,000 allocated to the work, will leave the historical district with just a spoke off of the main trail. So the new route will take cyclists and tourists up St. Mary's Drive. Okay, I don't know, do we have a map? Because, yeah. So it'll now take cyclists and tourists up St. Mary's Drive, across Bay Street to Queen Street. From there, it will continue down Queen behind the casino to avoid the Huron Corner, where it currently directs pedestrian and traffic flow. Our sources have told us that the city believes that once the bus terminal is moved to Huron Street, the intersection would then be considered an intersection of concern. So our sources also confirm that this conversation has been happening inside City Hall since May of this year. So local businesses brought this, among other questions, to council in a letter on June the 11th before a final decision was made. A quote from that letter states, "There are considerable safety concerns for increased bus traffic along Huron Street for citizens and tourists using the John Rosewell Hub Trail. As a community hub, the Canal District hosts multiple events, weddings, concerts, hospitality, and tourism drivers. The direct increase in transit traffic poses a safety concern for all guests." Okay, so the cost to move the hub trail was not included in the overall discussion, which saw councillors argue over a $170,000 to build new or to keep the bus terminal where it was. The vote, as you may or may not recall, was split 7-4 at the end of the night in favor of moving the bus terminal. So there you have it. Again, a big change to the hub trail, going to redirect people away from the waterfront to explore Queen Street. All right. Okay. Now let's do a factoid, because I'm kind of all newsed out already, and you know, this is only a half-hour show. So factoid then. Hopping back into my love of the Beatles, it was on this day in 1969 that Something, okay, the first Beatles A-side composed by George Harrison, entered the UK singles chart. It peaked at number 4 in the UK and went on to be a number 1 on the US chart. This particular song has been covered by over 150 artists, making it the second most covered Beatles song after Yesterday. Good. Okay, now we're going to Craig. No. Oh my God. Okay, well, I can go to the Terry Sheehan story. Well, let's do the COVID. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so we did have some cases reported over the weekend. I'm going to give you Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so on Saturday, November 6th, Algoma Public Health did report 3 new confirmed cases, all from the Siouan area, okay, as well as potential exposure on a flight. All right, so Air Canada flight AC8201 from Toronto to Sault Ste. Marie. Any passengers who sat in rows 8 through 18, as well as flight crew who served these rows, should contact their local public health unit for further actions. Of course, if you fall into these categories, they're asking anyone who flew on the flight, self-monitor for signs and symptoms of COVID-19 for 10 days from potential exposure. Again, this was a flight on November 4th. You are to self-isolate immediately if symptoms develop and seek testing if symptoms occur. So through contact tracing, they have contacted people who are known to be close contacts. All right, and then yesterday, 4 new cases 567 through 570, all from the Siouan area. 2 of those listing cause of exposure as close contact, while the other 2 unknown. All right, and they are all self-isolating. Our rolling totals, we have administered 176,807 tests. We have confirmed 570 cases. 62 of those are considered to be active in this moment, with 2 people in hospital. Okay, provincially speaking, spike in the numbers yesterday for sure. 636 new cases of COVID-19, with 2 more deaths linked to the virus. It marks the first time since October 9th that the daily case count has risen above 600. The 7-day average of new cases has been on the rise in the past few days, after largely declining since a 4th wave peak in early September. So, yeah, all right. Let's keep doing the things that are known to work. Wash your hands, and let's get through this. All right, we're going to commercial. When we come back, Craig will have more weather for us. I will have some more news, and of course, social media.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
Just once in a while, at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today. Good morning and welcome back to this Monday, November the 8th edition of First Local Mornings. Craig is ready. I'm not just teasing you this time. All right, Craig, give us the 3-day, please.
Well, Heidi, today it looks like we are in for a beautiful November day. Enjoy it because things are going to change by the end of the week. But for today, we are continuing to be under a southerly flow, which is going to give us well above seasonal temperatures for this afternoon. We do have a cold front. It's a weak cold front. What it's going to do basically is just drop our temperatures by about 2 or 3 degrees over the next day or so. We don't anticipate any precipitation from this front at all. We do have a system we're watching in the west that is going to impact us by late of this week and also give us a chance of some substantial snowfall. I'll get to that in just a bit, but let's take a look at the radar. You can see just some high clouds here. We do have some scattering of small light showers to the north, nothing to worry about here in the south. And again, today we will continue to see that southerly flow, making our temperatures well above seasonal. Look at these temperatures for the Sault, 14 degrees. Our normal temperatures at this time of year should only be about 6. So enjoy this 14 degrees, 13 in Wawa, 13 in Timmins, 14 in Sudbury. So we're all seeing those well above seasonal temperatures. This is what we look like on the map. So here's that cold front coming through today. Again, nothing really to worry about. It's going to shift our winds a little bit and drop our temperatures just a little bit as well. For most of this week, we're going to be influenced by this high pressure system and continuing to see this southerly flow. It's this system here. We have a lineup of low pressure systems coming together, and this one could be a doozy. Does the Edmund Fitzgerald storm ring a bell? This storm is acting exactly the same way, so we're definitely going to be watching this. Could give us some heavy rain, but more importantly, some very, very strong winds come Thursday into Friday, so we'll definitely watch that. But for the next 3 days, we're looking pretty nice. Today, a mix of sun and cloud, temperatures 14 degrees, 8 degrees for our day tomorrow. Still above seasonal with a mix of sun and cloud. We start the cloud over on Wednesday, temperatures holding steady at 8 degrees. We start seeing a definite dip in our temperatures come this weekend, and that's where the snow chances come to. I'll tell you more about that coming in the 7-day. Right now, we're sending right back to Heidi.
Oh, well, excellent. So we're going to enjoy these next 3 days. We will suck the marrow out of what is left of this lingering, lovely fall before we have to, accept the reality that is winter, right? We live in Sault Ste. Marie, and winter comes when it comes every year. I mean, I like to think that because it's been so delayed this year, winter can only last as long as it can last. So, you know, we've really kind of gotten off easy. So, all right, big weekend for Terry Sheehan. He was sworn in on Saturday, November the 6th at Parliament Hill, surrounded by family and supporters. This year, due to COVID-19, the number of people that were able to attend in person were limited. Terry did remark that it was an honor to be sworn in for a third time. He remarked, "I am deeply honored each time I have had the opportunity to swear my 100% allegiance to my country and to all the wonderful people I represent in the House of Commons. I promise to continue to be Sault Ste. Marie's voice in Ottawa and not Ottawa's voice in the Sioux." So this third consecutive swearing in by the same Liberal MP represents a new record for the riding of Sault Ste. Marie since its creation in the 60s. MPs must be sworn in before they can sit in the House of Commons when Parliament will return on November 22nd. With the reconvening of Parliament, the Government of Canada will also deliver a new throne speech which will lay out the government's progressive plan to finish the fight against COVID-19 and build a better future for everyone. Congratulations, Terry Sheehan. Okay, I'm being nudged onto social media. Before we go there, I just want to, just because I have been talking about the housing affordability situation, there is a very good article with regards to movement. There is some renewed conversations anyway, so I will continue to monitor that and bring you any updates. Okay, social media. All right, we've got some people watching. Kimberly and Ruth, hello ladies, good morning. Steph Swanson, happy Monday. Have a great day. To yourself as well, Steph. I hope it's a fantastic week for you. Margaret McKay, good morning all. Good morning, Margaret. Steve Childs, GMMAHYHAGW. Good Monday morning, all. Hope you have a great week. And as always, Mr. Childs, rocking the horns. Kimberly, good morning, all. We have no plans to go to the USA at the moment. However, we are booked for Cuba, and the return COVID test is only $30. Well, am I coming to Cuba? I don't know. I didn't get the paperwork on that, Kim. So, yeah. That's awkward. We're going to have to talk about that. Okay. Enika, good Monday morning, everyone. Have a great day. To yourself as well, Enika. Tony Mancuso's got a little dancing. I don't know if that's like a bear. Is that a cat? It's right on my face. Like, okay. Anyway, Tony Mancuso, good morning, everyone. I hope you have a great day. To you as well, Tony. And then he goes on to say, unfortunately for this city and the council, this has been nothing but lip service when it comes to mental illness and addictions. When it affects them in some way, then finally be pushing. It's a sad state of affairs to see that our citizens are treated this way, regardless of their addictions or mental health. You know, Tony, and I think that your sentiments are echoed by many people. I moderate some of the comments on the website, and you are not alone in this opinion. So again, we continue just to bring the facts, and people are able to consume the facts and make their decisions. Merci beaucoup. Morning. Good morning, merci. Mark Jordan. The best day to you all. By the way, Heidi John, after you calling me out on getting branded full-sized chocolate bars for Halloween, I still only had 4 kids and 1 teen in costume. I bought 40 bars, my stretch jeans. Thank you. Well, you know. Kat, you're watching. That's fantastic. Thank you. He was a teacher at my high school. So awesome. Thank you for watching. Tony Mancuso. Sorry, forgot to include the provincial government and our MPP. Yes. Okay. Joseph Bertrand. Monday fun day. Well, that remains to be seen. In this moment, I am cautiously optimistic. That's as far as I'm willing to go in this moment, as coffeeless as I am. And Kimberly, yes, Heidi, come with us to Cuba. Careful, yes. Yeah, all right, well, you know what? Today I'm gonna give Craig ample time to do his 7-day.
Okay, well, fair enough, because I have lots to tell you. Well, for the first half of the week, we're looking pretty nice. Right up to about Thursday, we're staying on the above seasonal temperature range. And then we start seeing our temperatures nosedive, as you can see. Right now, I mean, the good news is we're still on the eastern side of the storm track, which means we're going to stay on the warmer sector of the storm, which means we're not going to actually see any system snow from this system. We're going to see a lot of winds, we're going to see a lot of rain. It's when the low pressure system moves to the east, it's going to drag some air, cold air over the Lake Superior, and once again, we're in that lake effect machine thing, and that's very unpredictable. And right now, we could be looking at 10 to 15 centimeters by Sunday north of the city. Here in the city, I think we're seeing closer to 5 centimeters, but there you go. Whew. I know.
All right, well, okay. Come back tomorrow. I will find my smile. I just have to adjust. I'll just adjust. Okay.
It could change by Thursday.
All right. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.